So like if you get utility connector 005 from the prop section of Half-Life 2 on your spawn menu, you can spawn it in and it looks like shit. But if you do this, you have a chain that doesn't work. But if you go to tools and ball socket, and then bear in mind that this bit here doesn't have any, like, whatever you call it, you can go boom, bada boom, boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, boom. And then if you pick up, well, unfreeze it all, and then pick up one end, you have yourself a very rudimentary but kind of functional chain, which you can then use on any altar of your choice to fully display your devotion to your great god. In our case, Thumb. Another tip that I have is if you want two items that are like next to one another, you know, but you don't really want to have to connect them through a well to like hold them in place, but you want to create a duplication, and you find that by doing them both on their own, you want to duplicate the one. What I would suggest doing is getting the weld under tools, setting it to a force limit, like I would normally suggest around 400. Bada boom, bada boom. Don't touch it. Right click. There you go. And the best thing, they basically aren't connected. It's just kind of a cheap way of packaging items if you need a duplication of multiple things at once. Another thing to note is once you're done with this tip, change it back to 0. I swear to God, the amount of times that I'm building stuff and I realise I didn't set it to 0, then I do the R, and it just... Another thing is, if you want your game to look nice and retro, go with a low resolution. This will make your game look like absolute dog. Now let's say you're trying to make something like string lights like these. Stop freaking out. You know, so, well, that's very atmospheric. Look at that, that's very nice. Ignore the fact that they float. How do you get it so that the string doesn't just do this? And yes, you can then move them closer, but at that point you need so much slack, and it's kind of... Oh, look at this way. Compare that to my baby boys over here. Actually affected by physics. Oh yeah! And the same has been done for Thumb, as you can see here. But how do I get this effect, you say? You ask and beg? It's simple. Just get multiple objects, and then using the vote tool, in tools, rope, set the force limit to 0, trust me, don't, or else it'll break, you know, set it to 0, so it's right there. I would say don't add too much length, so I'd say like, you could probably do about 1, maybe 1.5, but too much and it just kind of sags too hard. Set your width, don't do rigid, I wouldn't suggest rigid. And then what you want to do is click where you want it to go, boing. Click where you want it to go to, boing. Then immediately click again, boing, in the same spot. Move to your next one, boing. Click again the same spot, boing. And I had a voice crack. Continue that all the way along. And then once you've unfrozen all of them, they will jiggle. And then you may wonder, how do you make them invisible? Go into paint. Oh yeah, I love paint. Well, don't worry, my simple fellow. All you need to do is just get this slider, turn it down. Depending on this changes the opacity. You can also do it here. 0. Minus 69. That's not right. And another thing to note is that some objects do unique things, like the paint bucket. I don't really know of any other objects that do this, but it's just kind of cool. You could probably do something kind of interesting with this, like an art project, like, you know. Wow, it's almost like a Banksy. I wonder what the artist's intentions were. Yeah, I really want to meet that guy in person and give him a firm handshake. Yeah, I would too.